Rockets versus Penticton today. Rematch of last Sunday. Rockets without Cole and Ben today, both away sick. Means our line combinations will be slightly different today. I think Emmett and Mason will rotate through the middle. Play with 5D. And Kyler and June Saw will play a little bit up front. We're going to have Emmett starting with Carter and Yannick up front. June Saw Parker on D. Off the draw. Emmett had it for a minute. Got poke check. June Saw up to Yannick. Into the zone. He's poke checked as he comes across the line. Emmett picks it up. Let's go back to June. That's poked away from him. June's up. Past Carter down the ice. And it looks like we might be getting a too many men penalty here. On Penticton. Rockets early power play here by the looks of it. Nobody in the box yet, though. The Rockets will go to the power play here. Emmett to take drop. He gets it over to Carter, back to Parker. Parker back down to Carter, off of his skates. Emmett picks it up in the corner. Tries to play it back up. Gets past the Penticton forechecker to Parker to June. He pushes it down low. Carter in the slot. June comes in. June. Down low, gets checked there. Carter picks it up. Plays it over for Yannick. Yannick hits Emmett. Coming through, he's taken down. Carter in the corner. Plays it back for Emmett. Emmett off the boards to Parker. Parker, shot from the point. Just wide. Yannick picks it up. He's checked. And Penticton will get it down the ice. Minute 10 left in the penalty. 10 about to stop it in the corner. June picks it up. Lays it down for Parker. Nobody there. Penticton gets it. Puts it back in. Parker gets a piece. Up to Hudson off his skate. Zane picks it up. Emmett goes for a change. Zane over the line. Tries to play it over for Hudson. That's behind him. And Penticton will dump it back down. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Tana behind the net to play it. Cam picks it up. Plays it up to Mason through the neutral zone. Mason in. Around his man. Ooh, and fans on the shot. Gets it to the net. Played wide. Puck played to the boards. Just over the line. Cam with it. Backlands it up to the middle. Hudson knocks that back for Mason. Got Zane with him. Mason around his man. Plays it in front. Shot by Eli. Wide. Mason down low. Walker tries to hit Zane in front. Zane pokes that away. Zane checks. Shot. Rebound. Can't get there. Underneath Zane. And that'll do it for the penalty. Off the draw, Emmett forward. Walker can't quite get his stick on it as he's checked. Well executed off the draw. Puck off of June. June, hard on the forecheck there. Emmett with it. Has Kyler. Kyler over the line. He's pushed off the puck there. And looks like Penticton's going to go back to the box for a body check here. Rockets back to the power play. As Kyler draws a penalty. Penticton not happy about this call. Rockets back to the power play. Emmett on the draw. Going to give a bench minor to the Penticton, so Rockets be up 2 men here for 2 minutes. Off the draw. Scramble. Puck comes loose. Parker down the wall. Parker spins back. Kyler plays over for Eli. Eli back to Kyler. Kyler shot hits Walker in front, and Penticton picks that up and spits it down the ice. Emmett up to Yannick. Yannick gains the zone. Emmett falls. Goes for a change. Yannick. Down low. He's up to Eli. Eli. Shot. Save. Rebound. Just past Kyler. Play does a good job to hold the stick for a minute. Puck played down. Race for it. Mason with some nice interference there. Plays it up. Mason with it. Gains the line. Around his player. Ooh, shot just off the side of the net. Mason down low. Back to Blake. Blake over to Cam. Cam back to Blake. Blake back to Cam. Cam walks in, shoots, save, rebound. Cam picks that up in the corner. He's checked. Puck comes out. Cam picks it up. Plays it over for Blake. Blake in front. Mason, ooh, big save there. Rockets can't find it. Carter. Other corner. He's poke checked. Cam steps up. 11 seconds left in the two-man advantage. Back to Blake at the point. Blake shot, tipped. Mason with it. Back to Carter. Carter shot from the point, nobody in front. Mason plays it down low. Penticton back to even strength here. Yannick down low. Yannick spins, plays it back to Blake. Blake back down low. That's intercepted, and Penticton will shoot that down the ice. Not enough for icing, though. 5 minutes gone in the first here. Still nothing. Rockets have had 3 power plays. Nothing to show for it. Cam's pass blocked. Zane picks it up though to Hudson. He tries to play it back through the middle. That's intercepted. Cam to Blake. Blake plays for Emmett just behind him. He's poke checked. Blake plays it back up. Hudson. He's poke checked. Puck everywhere here. Penticton breaks in. On the backhand. Played down low. Cam. Emmett. Up to Zane, but Zane flew in the zone. Cam. Plays it over for Zane. Zane down the wing. Shot. Blockered away. Hudson on it. Penticton gets that and they dump it down. No ice. Not quite enough. Rockets get a bit of a change here. Mason up to Parker. Up to Hudson over his stick. And that'll be nice. Mason on the draw. Puck played back to the point. Walker pokes that free. Tyler picks it up. He's for Walker. Let's go back to Tyler. That's poked away. Utah holds the line. Puck played to the line, not out. June down low. Off the end boards. Walker can't quite get there. And Penticton goalies covers. Walker comes in to take the draw for Mason. Off the draw. Scrambled. Penticton comes up with it. Tyler. Ooh. Looks like we're going to get a hook on Kyler. Rocks to be shorthanded here. Yannick and Carter come out to take the shorthanded opportunity here. Penticton goes to their first power play. Oh, and I don't know what they have happening here. I don't know if Kyler got an extra misconduct. Walker's in to serve anyway. Penticton wins the drop. Play back, tip. Tanev, nice save. And Penticton pokes away at it. Carter on the drop. Puck played in the middle. June saw there. Battling down low. Puck back to the point. Tanev gets in front of that. Back to the point. Penticton. Fans on his shot. The blue line. Played over by Penticton. Penticton back into the zone. Yannick picks that off. Loses it. And Penticton's going to get a penalty for hooking that to 4-on-4 hockey here. Just a penalty parade here. Another pretty soft call. Four on four for a minute 25. Off the draw. Battle down low. Emmett comes out with it momentarily. Puck played around. Cam at the point. Blake plays it down low. Rockets with 3D out there right now. Eli jumps in front of that, knocks that away. Skinner through the middle. Cam pokes him off the puck. Eli picks it up. Eli checked. There's going to be another penalty Penticton here for tripping. Just a penalty parade to the box here. Roxfield the power play here, 4-on-3. Hudson and Zane come out. With Cam and Eli on the point. Cam holds the line. Cam walks the middle. Down to Hudson off his skate. Hudson. Leaves for Cam. He leaves for Hudson. Hudson down low. Eli jumps in from the point. Hudson still down low. Plays it back to Cam. Cam has Eli far side. Eli can't take it clean. Rockets now 5-on-3. Gives it to Cam. Cam to Walker down the middle. Shot, save, rebound. And Rockets can't quite get the rebound. Nice play by Cam there to find Walker out of the box. Some touch the high stick. And face will come outside. Rockets with their second 5-on-3. Mason on the draw, wins it back to Zinner. Zinner over to June. June back to Zinner. That was almost picked off. Puck off of Zinner's stick and down the ice. Carter back for it. Carter overskates the puck, still on his feet. Now a 5-on-4 up to Yannick. Yannick tries to play it back. Zinner picks it up to Yannick. Yannick. Carter. Carter leaves for Yannick. Into the middle. Mason. Oh, puck was loose. But quick whistle. .36 seconds left in the man advantage. Off the draw. Penticton gets it. Fires it back down. June back for it. June up to Yannick. Yannick gains the line. Over for Carter in his skates. Mason down for the puck. Gets it back to June Stott. June to Mason. Mason cuts the middle. Tries to go back to Parker, but just behind him. 7 seconds left in the penalty. Down for Yannick. Yannick to Mason to Parker. Parker's shot blocked. Played back out. And Penticton kills that off. Brought to that 2 5-on-3s here to start. No goals. June's pass is intercepted. Rockets 0 for 5 on the power play. June chips around his man. Puck played up to Emmett. Emmett checked at the line. Parker leaves for Emmett. For Blake. Blake in the middle. Behind Walker. Emmett knocks that down. Puck played out. June loses the battle of Skinner. Skinner in. Shot scores. 1-0 Penticton. Oh, looks like we have a line change. Zane with it. Has it up. Mason in over the line. He's taken down. Puck played back. Hudson there. Back to Eli. Played down low to Hudson. Hudson spins in the corner. He's checked. Eli pinches down. Keeps the line. Hudson down low. Eli still down. Zane is taking his spot. He holds. Puck back down low. Zane picks that up. Leaves for Eli. Eli back down low. In front, Mason. Just wide. Cam steps in. Cam goes around the net. In front. Zane can't find. Play to the line, not out. Cam holds momentarily, then checked. June picks that up. Zane gets on the side. Emmett off the bench. Leaves for June. June taken down. Carter. Plays it down low. Can't get there though. June holds the line. Carter back down low. And Penticton picks that up. June holds. Yannick has Emmett. Emmett shot. Fought off. Played to the line. Parker holds. Fires it back down on net. Nobody in front. Emmett on the draw. Penticton wins that around the net. Yannick intercepts that pass. Then he's checked. Emmett in to help out. Emmett pulls it out momentarily. Penticton gets it. Up off the glass and down the ice. Cam back for it. Cam reverses. Reverses again. Loses an edge. Now reverses back to Blake and Eli. Puck played up off of the end of Walker's skate or stick down the ice. Walker on the forecheck. Blake there too. Puck played around. Zane intercepts that. Into the middle. Blake picks it up. Shot blocked. Zane there. Parker plays it down. And goalie will cover. Rockets line's all messed up here. You got Walker out with Zane, and puck comes back to the point. June holds. Nope, doesn't hold. Comes out of the line. Rockets offside. And Penticton plays it all the way down for an icing. Would have been off. Should have been offside anyway. Not sure if they would have called the offside though. 1-0 Penticton leads. 5:48 left, second period or first period. Sorry. On the draw. Puck to the middle. Penticton plays it far side. June circles back. Lays it up for Zane. Zane checked there. Goes down. Walker can't get the puck. Parker picks it up. Up for Zane. He's checked again. Into the middle. June for Blake. Blake for Walker. Walker around. And goalie covers as the puck slid just a little too far. Yeah, Carter out with Hudson and Emmett. Cam and Eli on the point. Puck played up. Eli back for it. Plays it up for Carter. Played back in. Emmett blocks that. Penticton picks it back up. Carter battling there. Cam picks it up to himself. Puck played into the middle. Penticton back for it. Penticton grabs it. Off of Hudson's stick. Works his way in. Cam blocks that shot. Emmett around the net. Has Hudson far side. That's just a little bit too far for him. And then I'll go for icing. Rockets get a line change here. Rockets trying to get their lines all sorted out here, I think. Mason out with Yannick and Zane. Off the draw, Mason, Parker. Back to Mason. Mason picks it up out of the zone. 3-on-1. Mason wide. Plays in the middle. Nobody there. And Penticton gets it down the ice for an icing. Mason on the forecheck. Takes that away, Yannick. Yannick in the middle. Leaves for June at the point. June, shot, nobody there. Puck off the end boards. Penticton picks that up. Mason plays in the middle. That's intercepted. Nice play by Parker. Penticton breaks it in, offside. Blake's moved up here with the misconduct to Kyler. Puck won by Penticton. Penticton, Blake picks it up, offside. Zamek couldn't get back out. On the drop. Comes to Walker off of his stick. Cam, nice step up there. Skinner in. Shot from far side. Tano's got it. Another drop. Wins it back for Eli. Eli over to Blake. Blake up to Emmett. Walker can't quite kick it to himself. Blake pulls the line momentarily. Walker takes that away. Blake follows up, chips it in. Puck comes to the point. Mason holds. Shot saved. Puck just a little bit outside of. Rockets can't quite control it here. Off the drop. Penticton breaks out. Parker back for it. Parker out of zone. Chips past. Goes and gets it. Carter there too. Hudson has held the line. Over to June. Dangerous pass there. June down to Mason. Mason behind the net. He's checked. Puck off the glass. Past June. Parker picks it up. Pass up to Mason. Mason cuts to the middle. Mason in. Round. And covered up. Emmett out with Zane and Yannick. Emmett on the draw. Back to June. June around away from his player. That's the middle. Tries to go down to Emmett. That's intercepted. Emmett bumped up the puck there. Puck played around. Puck reversed. Zane. There. Battle on the boards. Zane's pinned against the wall. Emmett follows up. Whistle down. For no reason. Emmett on the drop. Minute 9 left in the first. Puck played down low. Puck chip past June at the point. Penticton in. Shot well wide. Puck played back down low. June tied up. Parker to Yannick. Yannick pinched off. June Saw picks that up. Plays it around to the point. We're going to body check on Penticton here. Rockets go back to the power play. Looks like Kyler's out of the box now. But Mason, Blake, and Walker out. Maybe not. Kyler out of the box after serving his penalty. Mason gets kicked out of the dot. Walker in to take the face off. Walker over to Mason. Eli. Cam. Cam shot. Nobody in front. Mason down low. Back to Eli. Eli plays it in the far corner. Kyler down with it. Kyler pinched against the boards. Played up. Cam picks it up. Kyler. Cam plays it back down low. Puck chipped around Cam. 5 seconds left. And Skinner scores. Short-handed. With 0.7 seconds left here in the period. Minute 21 left in the penalty. That'll do it for the first period. Rockets down 2-0. Nice goal by Emmett, gets us on the board. Close call with Zane. Parker is it up. Mason over the line. Mason bumped off the puck there. Penticton comes up with it. Kyler over. Puck played down. Eli picks it up. Goes out to Emmett. Emmett leaves for Kyler. Kyler tries to get up to Walker. Just out of his reach though. Played back in. Penticton on it. Played over. Played back behind the net. Walker cuts that off. Tries to play it off. The ref gets in the way. Puck played out. Past Eli. Parker back. Penticton dumps it back in. Emmett for it. Down low. Round to Eli. Eli. Up to Kyler. Kyler through Walker's feet. Emmett there. Walker. Kicks it up to himself. Tries to get over to Kyler. Puck comes out. Kyler gets it. Shoots it back in. Down low. Rockets get a change. Emmett back for Cam. Cam over Blake. Blake up for Zane. Emmett picks it up. Shot. Ooh. Goalie gets just a piece. It's over the net. Penticton on it. Lays it back down low. Penticton gets it down the ice. No ice. Penticton gets a change. Emmett back for it. Lays it up for June. June back for Emmett. Emmett's checked there. Leaves for Petrie. June picks that off in the middle. June in. Tries to play it across. That's intercepted. Walker back for it. Around his man. Chips it up for Mason. Mason runs into Zane. Walker checks him. Then runs into Mason. Hook down low. Parker. Up to Kyler. Kyler to June. June gains the zone. Kicks it. Mason. Rockets running into each other all over the place here. June holds the line. Mason chips down low. Hawks with a Penticton stick. Walker falls in the corner. Emmett off the wall. Eli there. Walker checked. He's gonna write down Eli. Picks that up. And Penticton shoots it back in. Cam. Way too late on the pass. It's intercepted. Puck played across. Skinner shoots. Tanev saves. Penticton coming on here. Eli. Up to Carter. Carter chips. Emmett has it. Got Yannick going to the net with him. Yannick there. Ooh, can't get it down to Emmett. Puck played far side. Skinner. Shot far out. Rebound right on the tape. Penticton up 3-1. It's a beautiful shot off the pad, pass off the pad. Rockets D don't pick anybody up in front. Mason on the drop. Right to June. To Zane. Zane held up. Penticton plays it around the boards. Hudson there. Blake holds the line. Plays it down low. Zane picking up his stick. Played around. Played far side. He cuts to the middle. Shot high over the net. Mason picks it up. Almost gives it away. Hudson loses the battle there. June picks it up. Plays it around for Mason. Mason over this into the line. Shot well wide. Comes around. Parker can't get it off the bench. Parker checked. Plays it back in. Rockets looking for a line change here. Eli knocks that down. He gives it away. Parker. Goes around the net. Plays it back around for Eli. Walker tries to play for Emmett. That's intercepted. Parker off the ref's skates. Parker back down low. Plays it up for Tyler. His pass to Emmett doesn't connect. Played back down low. Walker intercepts that. Plays it up for Kyler. Kyler leads for Emmett. Emmett over the line. Emmett scores. Buries it up top. Good job by that line. Once they get out of the zone. Blake is back up front here with Yannick. I don't know what's going on with Carter. Blake. Plays over for Yanni. Blake. Blake taps it in on the goalie and he covers. Mason on the drop. Picked up by Penticton. Puck hops over Parker's stick. Parker back for it. Parker loses. Gets it up to Mason. Chipped out. Yannick on the draw. Yannick tries to go to Blake. Off a skate. Yannick still with it. Yannick fans on his shot. Puck played around. Blake. To Mason in the slot. Shot scores. As Mason rips the slapper home. Make it 3-3. Nice job by Yannick and Blake on the forecheck. And Mason rips a one-timer up top. With 10:33 left in the second, 3-3 tie. Off the draw. Cam controls. Cam up for Hudson. Hudson, he's poke check there. Hudson plays it up. Zane in the zone. Hudson now has it. Hudson back for Emmett. Emmett taken down. No call. Emmett still on it. Plays it back for June. June down low for Emmett. In his feet. Intercepted. Emmett picks it up on the fan pass. Another pass intercepted by the Rockets. Nobody on the forecheck here. Emmett forces. Buck back around. Zane on it. Zane plays it down low. Buck comes up. Just over the line. Rockets getting a change in. Mason drops for June. June tries to play in front. That's intercepted. June for Mason, or for Kyler. Kyler goes down. Buck play back to Cam at the point. Cam. Shot off of Walker. Intercepted. Skinner out of the zone. Held up momentarily. Skinner in. Tanev makes the glove save, and that'll do it for the first half of the game here. 3-3 at the flood, 9:09 left. That's a nice save by Tanev to end the period, or end the half, sorry. Rock to be shorthanded here. Then it takes the slashing penalty. Puck to the point. Shot far side. June saw Walker out with Eli and Cam on the point. Eli battling down low. Eli, nice stick there. Walker over. Gets that to the center. June almost picks that up. Puck played back in by Penticton. Eli around for Cam. Cam pinched off the puck there. Eli gets it to the line, just out. Walker on the forecheck. Can't find it. Penticton dumps it back in. Cam on it. Cam reverses. June said doesn't pick that up. Walker chips. Pass one. Now gets up to June. June checked and dumps it in. Puck behind the net. Walker picks that up. Plays it in front. Carter out to the line. Kyler holds. Plays it in the middle. Parker. Hitchin chips it out. Parker back for it. 30 seconds left in the penalty. Penticton to the line. Puck off a couple skates in front. Tyler to the line. Knocked down by Penticton, but it does come out. Yannick on the forecheck. Ooh, picks it up momentarily. Carter gets it deep. 7 seconds left. That'll do it for the rest of the penalty. Yannick down low. Emmett out of the box. Emmett trips up his man. They say no call. Parker gets it deep. Emmett on the forecheck. Comes to the line. Kyler steps into a slap shot. Comes loose. Yannick. Check there. Still with it though. Gets it to the front. Puck play by Penticton to the line. Kyler holds. Parker comes over. And Kyler's going to go to the box. Roxy back shorthanded here. Mason and Zane out to start the kill with Blake and Cam on D. Rockets in penalty trouble here to start the second. Mason on the draw. Wins it back. Tries to shoot it down. Comes into the slot. Skinner with it. Drops the point. Zane gets a stick on it. Cam tries to get it too. Shanna with a nice couple of saves down low. Blake on it. Puck comes around. Penticton. His far side. Down low. Cross crease. Just missed. Camp fires it down the length of the ice onto the Penticton's goalie. Mason on the forecheck. Penticton player goes down. Mason on it. Mason loses it. Rockets get a change. Skinner over the line. Plays it to the net. Tanev knocks that down. Pucks that dangerously for a while. Hudson ships it around his player. On the forecheck. On the backtrack. Good job by Hudson. And Cam gets it and fires it down. Rocket B gets a change. And Penticton plays it around. Hudson, good job on the forecheck. Parker steps up. Plays it back down below the net. Comes weird off the boards. Hudson. Plays it to the point. Eli, back down low to Hudson. Hudson to Eli. Eli, shot from the point. And Penticton will cover that up with 22 seconds left in the penalty. Walker comes out. June stays out with Emmett or with Eli and Parker. Kyle will be out of the box here momentarily. In 22 seconds. Off the draw. Penticton wins that. Walker, though, knocks that down. Penticton gets it. Chips it into the zone. Eli holds up his man. Puck comes around. Eli chips to the point. June gets a piece of that. Doesn't get it out, though. Comes into the middle. Kyler gains the line. Gets it deep. Walker on the forecheck. Puck comes around. Puck shot. Cam picks it up. Around the net. Cam up the wall. Cam into the middle. He's checked as he comes over the line. Walker stops that shot. Save. Emmett down low. Penticton pokes it up. June's on the back track. Pokes it loose. June into the zone. Drops for Emmett. Emmett shot. Save. Rebound. Walker scores. On the rebound. Rockets kill off a couple penalties, and then Walker buries on the shot from Emmett and June. A nice play there. Makes it 4-3. Blake blows a tire. Hits it up. Yannick. Just about offside. Emmett in his feet. Penticton clears it out. Puck play back. Blake plays it to an open wing for Carter. Just out of his reach. Blake picks it up. Ooh, that'll be offside that'll be offside on the Rockets. Minute 7 left, second period. Rockets with a 4-3 lead here. Emmett on the draw. Wins it back. Played around Kyler. Parker back. Job there. Could have been a call there on Parker for a hold, but no call made. Puck played down low. Parker pokes it ahead. Pass Carter to the D. Penticton keeps it in. Kyler steps up. Chad, nice save. Rebound. Nice job by Parker to get that rebound. Penticton into the middle. Spins away. Shot deflected. Hits the top of the net. Kyler picks it up. Has some time. Plays it around to Carter. It's held in. Carter to Emmett. Emmett bowled over. No call. Parker picks it up. Chips it up. Penticton stops there. Carter's going to go to the box here, though, for a trip. With 4.9 left. Rockets again, shorthanded here for the third time. Zane and Hudson out, just killed the last 4 seconds with Kyler and Parker still on D. Zane wins the draw. Kyler gets it up off the glass to the wall, and that'll do it for the end of the second period. Rockets get a late one. Makes it 4-3. RSB shorthanded here for a minute 56 to start. Carter in the box. Zane and Hudson will stay out. Or, yeah, Zane and Hudson. Cam and Eli on D. Puck played forward. Hudson. Oh, overskates that. Puck goes the other way. Skinner over the line. Shot. Well wide. Eli checks there. Penticton down low. Eli, nice job there to win that puck out. Gets to the line, not out. Zane blocks that and falls. Zane struggling to get the bench. Now does. Cam, nice step on Skinner. Knocked that loose. Puck comes down low. Hudson. Cam. Cam pinned against the end boards. Nice stick by Hudson. Gets a piece of that. June, the point. Shot. Wide. And Skinner knocks it in from behind the net. Off the end boards. Ties it up at 4-4. Off the draw. Mason controls. Blake has Mason. Oh, just out of his reach. Down low. Penticton fires it around. Tyler holds the line. Mason on the forecheck though. Tyler. Walker on the back track. Blake has June. Plays it for Mason. Mason over the line. Walker can't quite hold up. And puts it Mason offside. Mason on the drop. Puck played in by Penticton. Or played down low to Penticton. Off Penticton's bench. And that face will come down into Penticton's zone. Nope, we're going to say outside. Mason on the drop. Mason wins it over to Blake. Or Kyler to Blake to Walker. Chips in. Now Walker gets it deep. Mason on the forecheck. Mason. Back to Blake. Blake tries to get it down low. Intercepted there. Tyler. Over to Blake. Blake up the wall to Walker. Just out of his reach. Walker gets there. Knocks a piece to Mason. Then Penticton gets it and ices it down as the Rocks are changing. And that'll be nice. 18 minutes left, third period. 4-4 tie. I'm on the drop. Wins it back for Eli. Eli, shot. Glove down. Nobody there. And Penticton picks it up. The point. Parker holds for Carter. Puck poked out. Eli goes cross ice for Mason or for Emmett. Emmett off Emmett's skates. Still on it. Yeah, I can't find it. Parker picks it up. Over to Eli. Eli up to Carter. Carter chips in. We're going to get a slashing penalty on somebody. Looks like Penticton will go to the box. Rocks go to the power play here. So maybe decline it. Emmett on the draw. Penticton controls off the draw. Parker comes over, puts a stick on it. Carter picks it up, play it all the way down in. Penticton on the puck. Eli Parker back there. Penticton still on it. Played up past Eli, or past Yannick. Eli pokes it. Parker to the middle. Parker in. He's battled off the puck. Nice job by Penticton there. Penticton picks it up out of the zone. Penticton over the line. 1-on-2. Shot from well out. Picks up the zone rebound. Emmett pushes his man down. Emmett up to Yannick. Yannick tries to drop for Emmett. Behind him. Carter gets it to the line, not in. Emmett picks it up. Chips it in and goes for a change. Mason's line comes out now with Hudson and Zane. 40 seconds left in the penalty, or 45. Puck played back in. Cam on it. Stops up. Spins back around. Gets tripped up. Cam's got it now. Cam goes cross ice. Hits Hudson. Just reaches Skinner. Hudson in. He's checked. Penticton picks that up again. Zane on the backtrack. Let's Penticton walk in. Tandem will glove that down. Rockets struggling getting into the zone here. .47 left in the third. Mason on the drop. Plays that back for Hudson. Hudson leaves for Blake. Blake chips it up. Down the ice. No ice. That'll do it for the penalty. Penticton into the box. Puck played all the way down. Puck off the side of the net. And that'll be icing. Rockets get a change. Emmett on the draw. Penticton wins that. Down low. Around the net. June over. Still battling. There's a down low. Walker picks that up. Tries to get it to Emmett in front. Emmett. To the drop, Penticton picks it up. Walker picks it up behind the net. Archie in front, just a little behind him. And Emmett takes a shot in the mouth. Another drop. Penticton wins that. June on it though. Puck off June Saw's helmet. Still good. Comes loose. Parker tries to hit Walker. Walker spins. Shot. Deflected wide. Walker on the forecheck. Tries to hit for June. June shot just wide. Penticton to the line. Tyler holds off of June's skate. Down low. Penticton breaks it out of their zone. Down the ice. Tyler racing for it. Played off of Tanev's tab Hads. Kyler picks it up. He's checked. Kyler still with it. Kyler for Mason. Mason over the line. He's checked. Kyler back for it. Leaves for Carter. Ill-advised. In front. Eli's going to get a penalty for interference here. Puck comes loose. Rockets back shorthanded. Yannick out with Carter. Cam and Blake on D. Puck played down low. Skinner on it. Skinner in the middle. Penticton plays it down low. Penticton plays it. Carter up off the glass and out down the ice. Yannick on the forecheck. Yannick picks that up, chips it past his man. Yannick still with it. Now he's checked. Still on it. Carter in to help. Puck played out. Cam fires that back in. .45 seconds gone on the penalty. Puck played in the middle. Penticton plays it deep. Played by Cam around the net. Cam comes out with it. Cam fires it off the glass and down the ice. Rockets get a change here. Emmett and June saw come out. Puck fired down the ice. Skinner off of his stick. Parker there. Emmett has June with him. Emmett gets it, fires it in. Jason leaves it behind the net. June on the forecheck. Kyler steps up. Played around him. Emmett in the middle. Parker around his net. Parker gets it down the ice. 20 seconds left in the power play. June on the forecheck. Puck played around. Emmett off Emmett's skates. Kitchen picks that up. Parker steps. Plays it back in. And that'll do it for the rest of the power play here. 5 seconds left. June, just about steals that one. Puck played out. Eli out of the box. Parker steps up. Eli knocks that down, plays it around the boards. Eli with it. Plays it up for Kyler off of his skate. Kyler still with it. Has Emmett with him. Kyler hooked all the way to the net. No call. Rockets complete the line change. Mason made the draw. Out there was Zane and Hudson. Goes back to Cam at the point. Cam plays it down low, far side. Penticton picks that up. Puck poked past Blake. Cam over to take that. Puck played behind the net. Mason. Check there. Puck in front. Blake gets in front of that. Cam pokes at it. Can't get it through. Puck played around the net. Puck down low. Comes around. Hudson has that. Gets it up. Loses it. Mason up to Hudson. Mason plays it up. Ooh, just about hit Zane. Entering the zone. Rockets get a bit of a change here. Penticton. Walker almost steals that. Puck chipped. Into the zone. Tana with a nice blocker save. Puck played around. Emmett. Check behind the net. Puck played back around. Cam on it. Comes to the side of the net. Played down low. In front. Walker can't get it out. Puck comes out. Rockets cannot find the puck here. Emmett pokes it for Walker. Walker pokes it around. Still with it. Tries to play it for Emmett. Checked. Emmett can't get it back down low to Walker. Walker out of the corner. On net, scores. Junsa on the rebound. As Walker drives it hard to the net, and Junsa puts it away on the rebound. Rockets take a 5-4 lead. Emmett on the drop. Poked forward. Walker gets there at the same time as the defenseman. Puck played back towards Emmett. Picks that up. Emmett in over the line. Drops for June. June in the middle. Plays it for Walker. He's tied up. Parker steps. Use it for Walker. Walker, shot from the point. Well wide. June battling down low. Or Emmett, sorry. Comes to Walker. Walker shot, scores! Makes it 6-4. Nice job by that line. As Walker roofs that one. Off the draw, Mason wins that back for Eli. Mason gains the line. Slapper, just high and wide. Didn't miss by much on that high corner. Parker taken down, no call. Mason comes out of the corner. Mason takes it to the net. He's checked. Puck up in the feet. Played into the bench by Penticton. Mason on the drop, wins it over. Comes to Kyler at the point. Kyler just backhands it down low for Yannick, just out of his reach. Mason, battle for the puck there. Yannick on it. Puck played past him. Penticton breaks it out of their zone. Off of a couple sticks. Kyler back for it. Kyler reverses. Blake, lots of time there. Up for Carter. Carter. Far side for Yannick. That's out of his reach, and that'll go for a nice. 7:36 left. Third period. Emmett, Zane, and Hudson come out. Emmett off the draw. Wins it back for Kyler. Kyler. Check down low. Puck comes to the point. Shot. Well wide. Skinner at the point. Blake knocks that down. Skinner gets it back though. Blake ties up his man. Emmett. Plays out for Zane. Zane can't get it out. He's tied up. Skinner comes down Main Street. Shot. Nice blocker save by Tanev. Another shot. Save. Rebound. Tanev still on it. Emmett picks it up. Goes far side for Hudson. Hudson Release for Kyler. Kyler gains his own. He's pinched off the puck there. Puck played past Emmett down the ice. Race for it. Cam gets back for it. Cam gets it out of the zone. That's knocked down. Puck comes back in. Shot. Just a little bit wide. Tanev covers it up. Rockets change up the lines here. Mason, Walker, and Junsaw out. Eli and Cam on the point. Face off to Tanev's left. 6:25 left in the third. Off the draw. Eli controls. Spins. Goes far side for June. Leaves it for Walker. Plays it to himself. Oh, just offside. Mason with the drop. Puck scrambled. Penticton. D-to-D. Walker on the backtrack. Sticking there for a sec. Job there. Puck comes to the point. Junsaw knocks that down. Penticton finds it though. Dumps it back in. Eli tries to play it back to the wing. Eli up to June. June has it. Got Cam with him. To Cam. Oh, nice save by the goalie there. Rocks are going to change here. 5:35 left. Nice pass by Junsaw. Emmett on the drop. Did the controls, but Emmett on that. What comes to the point? Chip past Parker down the ice. And that'll go for icing. Around the drop. Penticton center out. And it pushes out forward. Carter. Shot from a sharp angle. That's gloved down. Try this for a third time. Emmett on the drop. Sit to Carter. Back to Parker. Parker. Puts it down the wing. He's cut off there. Loses it. Carter taking his spot. Gets it. Plays it back up. Just out of Yannick's reach. Puck played in. Kyler back around the net. Reverses for Parker. Parker plays it up for Yannick. Yannick has Mason or Emmett. Emmett in. Oh, can't quite find the far side. Off the side of the net. Nice drive by Emmett there. Nice breakout by the Rockets. 4:40 left third period. Rockets with a 6-4 lead here. Penticton breaks out of the zone 3-on-2. Puck well wide. Blake back for it. He's cut off behind the net. Penticton with it. Blake Gets it to the boards. Off of Cam States. Tanev with a nice save. Cam standing on top of Tanev. Nice job there. Hudson. Check from behind. Can't get it out. Jenna comes in. Puck played wide. Mason knocks that loose. Comes to Cam. Mason chips past his man. Goes far side for Hudson. Hudson get over the line. Tries to play it for Zane. That's intercepted. Puck played up the wall. Mason knocks that down. Got Hudson going to the box for a trip here with 3:40 left. Rockets with a 6-4 lead. Looks like we'll have June take the face off. Off the face off. Penticton controls. Walker blocks that. Penticton plays it back in offside. Parker plays it down the ice. Penticton plays it in. Eli gets there. Walker can't find it. Puck played in. Skinner, sharp angle. Tana makes the save. Eli kicks it to himself. Plays it up. Past a couple players. Walker gets there on the forecheck. June now. Puck comes up. Skinner past him. Puck played across. Another reach to the Penticton player. Puck played down low. Skinner down low. In front, Tanev covers that up. Emmett and Carter come out. As Skinner tries to get Tanev cheating. So we have Emmett and Mason out. Emmett knocks that down. Sits there for a minute. Tip just wide. Blake down low. Blake kicks it up. Not quite to Emmett though. Behind the net, Kyler. Kyler gets it to the line, not out. Mason had flown the zone. Tana with a nice glove save. Walker out to take Mason. Emmett on the drop. Puck played down low. Kai plays it around. Penticton with it. Penticton pulls their goalie. Walker plays it up. Can't quite get it to Emmett. Penticton plays it back. Blake. Back off the boards. Penticton offside. Carter and Yannick come out. 14 seconds left in the PK here. Off the draw, Penticton controls. But Kyler gets it, fires it down. Yannick. Penticton puts their goalie back in. Yannick down low. Yannick doing a good job down low. That'll do it for the penalty. Penticton breaks it out. That'll be offside at the line. Puck played in. Cam plays it back out. Penticton well offside. Brings it in. Drop. Carter picks that up. Tries to play it for Mason. Mason does get it up to Yanni. Yanni check there. Carter following up, not quite there. Oh, does take the puck away though. Carter in. Loses. Eli down low. Penticton gets it up. Yannick knocks that down a bit. Puck still in. Cam taken down. Plays it up for Mason. Mason over the line. Mason drives wide. Puts it up off the post. Comes in front. Nobody there. And Penticton goalie will cover that up. .29 seconds left. Third period. Rockets up 6-4. And down low. Hits it against the boards. This time. Chisholm spins back, gets checked out. Zane picks that up. Pushes it down low for Emmett. Emmett. Bodied off the puck there. Puck played up. Hudson with 9 seconds left. Puck played up. Kyler. 4 seconds. Kyler pinched off the puck. And that'll do it. Rockets will take this one 6-4. Tana with some good saves down at the end there. Big third period.